really crappy cup at home can be easily resolved through the French press. The French press is one of the most simplest brewing methods in the book. It requires little to no attention, very few parts, and on the plus side, it makes more than 1 cup of coffee. Totally easy to share with friends, or if you're in the mood for more than 1 cup. The mechanism is typically a glass beaker that holds the water and the grinds of the coffee. The lid to the beaker is what carries the compressor, or the plunger. The plunger is the most important part of the French press because that's essentially where the name came from, because you're pressing those beans to the bottom, or plunging them to the bottom. Now, in order for the flavors to be extracted and the coffee grinds to steep in the water must be at least 200 degrees. Boiled water is fine though too. Once the water is prepped and the grounds can be added, and then the hot water, and then that marinates for about 3 minutes. So you would then set your timer for 3 minutes, and once those 3 minutes are up, then you push that plunger, pushing those grinds all the way to the bottom, and voila! You have yourself a French press cup of coffee, and in under 5 minutes. So while you're brushing your teeth or tying your shoes, getting ready to walk out the door, you could easily be making this quick cup of joe. Another recognizable, relatively quick brewing method, been around the block a little bit, is espresso. The espresso made its first debut in the early 1880s. So while you're thinking the machine looks prehistoric and mysterious, the barista inside of you will surely know how to use it after this. The Beanbox, an artisan roasting company, explains that espresso is made by forcing hot water through a compact puck of finely ground coffee. And it is exactly that, with the exceptions of some minor details that go into the technique. To begin making your cup, you would simply scoop grounds of coffee into the handle, also known as the portafilter. That almost looks like an ice cream scooper. After the grounds have been placed, you would use a stamper or some form of to press the grounds compact further into the portafilter. The grounds are then ready to be brewed. The portafilter is attached to the head of the espresso machine. And slowly but surely, water will press through that compact ground puck and pour a delicious pick-me-up. A small hint to getting extra bang for your brew is to have finer coffee grounds because it takes longer for the water to seep through all those grounds, creating a more rich and smooth flavor. Within minutes, you'll have a shot of motivation to kickstart your day. The final of the 3 simple brewing methods is the cold brew, and it's quite similar to the French press. This method has been around for ages, yet is resurfacing due to its really, really low acidic brewing and the high levels of caffeine. The one downside, it can take 7 to 12 hours, some even taking 24 hours, but that just depends on how long you want your brew to stew for. This isn't a negative aspect though. The method, in fact, could be used to many people's advantage. So let me break it down for you. Just as if you were making a French press, cold brew starts the same way. Only instead of piping hot water, you would just use room temperature or really cold icy water. In a cold brew tower, the method stays the same. Placing ice and water into the bowl, then placing those pre-grounded coffee beans into the middle beaker, and then at the bottom, you flip on the dripper, and voila! The process can begin. Again, although the wait time seems unbearable, you can use it to your advantage by making the brew the night before.